real pictures of Donald Trump in different places. Like there was one place when he was at a mall, and these pictures, these cartoons came out in the early 2000s.
Yep. Yeah,
And,
I do remember
and
them.
It's 2018 right now, and Donald Trump. You see pictures. You can look up the pictures of Donald Trump online. Now, if you go and look that up, all you have to do is look up Bart Simpson's Donald Trump.
What you're
Donald
saying,
Trump
I think, has
picture.
been debunked, though. To be honest with you, because do you remember how they showed him going down the escalator with the people holding signs?
Yeah.
I believe that was taken out of. I think that was afterwards. Like they were making fun of him afterwards. And I have enough
Afterwards, but at
belief to say that. But other shit that they have said,
it was showing him as the president.
What's
He wasn't
the
the president at that time?
You're right, though. I think it was during the election. I don't know.
No,
Maybe you're right. Maybe it was because they
that
have
just takes
predicted
me
other
back
shit.
that just takes me back into quantum physics.
Hey, y'all.
Like when you start to look at people always put a cap on things because
This is my brother-in-law.
people always put a cap on things because they're things that they can't understand. You know what I mean? Or things like Nas said in that one song, which is actually Plato philosophy. People fear what they don't understand, hate what they can't conquer.
Nas was a great rapper,
You
man.
feel what I'm saying? So when you look at that ideology,
We're talking about ideology currently.
when you look at that ideology, people only like just like Plato said. He said if imagine if from the time you were born to the age you are now, you were chained to a wall in a dark cave. And when the sun came up in that cave, you knew shadows. And when the sun went down, you knew darkness. That would be your whole world. That would be your whole life. That would be everything that you know.
That's real talk.
Nothing would exist outside of that. So you have to think about the way that a human mind is able to be trained just like a dog or a cat
Indoctrination.
or anything else. So
He was just telling me, and we've watched on the show people who call into Marfugo show and other shows, and we see this on TV nowadays, the indoctrination with the LGBTQP. Remember I said P because pedophilia, I want to be monetized, so I'm not going to say the whole word, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't even got to say it because all y'all are on point with what I'm talking about right now, all right? They're teaching our kids this vile stuff. The video I made about the HuffPost, the liberal outlet who just lost $500 million in dealings because Obama signed the NDA and the Countering Foreign Propaganda and Disinformation Act, which, if y'all know, 20% BuzzFeed got laid off, 20% Vox got laid off, 20% Vice got laid off. All these super liberal CIA type run, like Vice, they're laid off. The money's not there, all right? Trump is not renewing the money for this shit. So he was just telling me, and I heard it from a caller say, and Dave Chappelle said it, they like to put men in dresses, and not only men, black men in dresses. And I think it's kind of like a satanic type of thing. You know what I mean? How they do like it's
it happens to white comedians too. The
Robin
thing
Williams.
about it is that it's a direct insult towards God. You have to
And
look,
females.
Yeah, you have to look at
God, you're right though.
I think sometimes when you say satanic ritual, people take it more literal. They take it so literal that they're expecting like all these ghosts and shit to pop up out of nowhere. No, a satanic ritual, spirits control you through your actions. Your actions are spirits taking a hold of you. Like even if you look at this drive right now and going against better judgment. You know what I mean? There's a spirit that guides you in that direction. So when you talk about demonic rituals and stuff like that,
The people watching right now know exactly what you're talking about.
The
But
demonic ritual is listening to a song that has lyrics that you don't agree with, but you continue to listen to it anyway.
Exactly.
Against your better judgment.
exactly. And we're all brainwashed by it. We're all brainwashed by
You
it.
can just
So,
ask him now.
okay, would you rather me do that? Because your shit's clean. I'm cruising in a Beamer right now with my brother-in-law. I know I haven't talked about him much because it's not my place to talk about this man, but he is, I don't know, it's like different than an older brother. It's like a brother-friend type deal. We've been through a lot of shit, but it's crazy because he understands almost everything I say, right? During the election, right? A lot of people. Fuck! I keep ashing out the window. A lot of people were.
No, I'm just saying to close the window so the noise.
Oh, close it. Oh, I'm sorry, because it's probably loud for them. They don't want to watch that shit. You're right. You're right. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if that was loud, y'all. During the election, a lot of people were. I'm sorry, I can't turn this live stream sideways, guys. I have orientation problems with my phone, and when I hit live, I guess it wasn't situated right. But I know y'all will still listen, and y'all will still vibe with it. On the way to the casino, I don't gamble. I'm not finna gamble or spend any money tonight. I might spend a little bit, but I don't gamble because I know I have an addictive personality. But on the way here, we're talking about the issues currently. And like I said, LGBTQ, Ruth Bader Ginsburg in the 70s wrote information in a book, all right? 12 perversions they want to legalize. There was a congressman that you can look up on YouTube that stated there was a Department of Justice document out there that states they wish to legalize 12 perversions. It starts with being gay and gay marriage, right? I have no issues with anybody. Whatever you do in your spare time is fine, but you are not finna teach my kid or make it part of any curriculum that anybody has to say any certain word or term, because that leads to kids getting put in dresses at their schools, which happens to people. We were just talking about that. That happened to someone close in my family. All right? A lot of people think that's not a big deal, but guys, someone talk to me. Why, like, I know that I get censored, but like, I've never done it this way before, man. I can't. Hey, Crystal Luna, what's up? I'm sorry, this is vertical. I've never seen a vertical live stream. That's ridiculous.
When you do the live stream, like, who's watching it?
There's the top was at 8 people who's watching me out of my 1,200 subscribers.
A lot of people log in, link into the live stream.
They know to click in because YouTube is supposed to send them a notification because they're subscribed to my channel. YouTube is like TV. It's like a subscription. It's like a channel. And just because they subscribe, that don't mean... Yeah, just because they're subscribed to my channel don't mean they're gonna get a notification, right? There's a thing you click with the bell where it actually notifies these people where they'll get a message.
Yeah, they usually got your settings right.
Yeah, and from what the statistics and like the analytics show, a lot of people are like they are patent to like get notified, but they don't. I see a lot of that, and that's what I was telling you on the way up here. Guys, it's crazy. Crystal Luna, hey, it looks like you're the only person here. Crystal, I'm trying to just like do different things. Like when I uploaded that bear video with the cat, not only was it cute as hell, I'm trying to figure out how this algorithm works, because I see people with 50 subscribers get 175,000 views on the video, and I checked their channel back and nobody they don't retain any subscribers.
I'll tell you, first of all, it's not an algorithm, but I'll tell you.
Oh no, it's an algorithm.
Well,
the Google YouTube algorithm.
The algorithm exists within the system and the program.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as getting viewers, you just have to do your keyword optimization.
Well, that's the problem, though. How am I supposed to write that Huffington Post wants your 1 to 5-year-olds to jack off, right? And I just said that in this live stream, so I'm demonetized.
And your keywords, you have to put things that are being searched for.
You have to take the jack off when you're doing the car.
That pertains to the. All right, like say you wanted to do that video on Huffington.
The harmonic bouncer. You have to take the jack off. You have to jack it down. I'm fucking with the algorithm. But yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. It's hard.
You have to put those keywords. So if you go on Google AdWords and it shows you, okay.
You're right. Who's searching what that day?
Yeah, exactly. And that's how you get into online marketing. I mean, Justin is a millionaire, but I don't think you ever met Justin. But Justin's a millionaire right now, and all of his work. I mean, I kind of thought it was a joke when he first started off.
Y'all would love this man I'm with right now. He is an inspiration. He's like an older brother.
Shit. But
have I met Justin before?
No, you never met Justin. I don't think.
So, what did you think of when you heard that your son was placed in a dress? Like, I know. People think it's playful, but they're indoctrinated to
First of
think
all,
it's playful.
you have to look at the society that they're molding right now, and with them molding the society geared towards homosexuality and trying to influence people to go that route and make them feel like it's okay.
You got notified?
First of all, it's a direct blasphemy towards God.
Hey, Sharon.
So when you look, that's what I was saying. Like when you
Thanks
look
for subscribing, Sharon.
at these spiritual things, these spiritual things are happening right under your nose.
And it's a spiritual fight.
It wouldn't be called, like in the Bible when it talks about sorcery. It wouldn't be called sorcery if you knew it was happening to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorcery happens right under your nose without you even knowing or even catching a hint of it.
And what you're getting at is these people are willfully being tricked into the sorcery of this indoctrination. When you send your kid to school, you give your kid's life up in the hands of the teacher. You wish the best for your kid with the teacher, right?
Look at all of their agendas. Taking the guns away.
Yep.
First of all, when you look at that Sandy Hook incident, that was a staged hoax. That was a bunch of bullshit with CIA actors. So
wow.
first of all, when you start to look at shit like that, and then there's behind the scenes footage where they show.
I've never talked to Clough about
one
this.
One of the so-called parents that lost a kid.
Yep, actor.
He was behind the scenes, laughing and joking around.
Yeah,
with some people.
right before.
And then before he spoke, he got into
little serious acting.
Yeah, he got into his fucking role, and then he went on and spoke. But first of all, if I just lost my kid like that, I don't want nobody in my face,
right? Asking questions.
I don't want to talk to motherfucking strangers. I don't want none of that bullshit going on.
You saw that black girl with her kids in Houston, I think it was, where the cameras come up in their face and, how are you feeling right now? That white lady has her hand on her. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? How am I feeling? What do you mean? I lost everything. Like, that was during the floods in Houston. Like, they don't care. The agenda is there.
It comes down to it. That was just a hoax to take away the guns. When you look at, and there's many more like it, and then when you
they're happening every day, the red flag laws.
Sometimes they double up. Like you look at the shooting at the gay club.
At the gay Omar club. Mateen, his father worked with the FBI. He worked with the FBI.
So now they fucking sit there and make you feel they make you feel all this pity and make you feel all this pity and sorrow for these people.
That's what I call the Holocaust effect.
And then not only that, but they make you feel like it's safer for you to take the guns out of society. But the thing about it is that
solution.
This is where the indoctrination comes in, and the brainwash. I would use the word brainwashing more than indoctrination.
You're right, because they literally are brainwashing.
Because the brainwashing comes in where they sit there and say, listen, they're not going to ask you or force.
Hold that thought real fast. Crystal Luna, that's so sad. Fuck that. I have a 7-year-old. Over my dead body, anyone going to teach him that, especially in school, and put him in no dress, no matter how or what they meant by it. Like, yeah, you're right. I appreciate that. It's all coming. It's all evil. It's filth. You're right. You're absolutely right. You can see that every day you tune in. I do believe Trump is on our side. If he's not, it's got to be the best psyop ever created, because he woke millions of people up. They want you asleep. They don't want you awake. He's on TV the other night talking about, look, the Democrats made me do it, I gave them the DACA deal where they would legalize 4 million of their voters and the illegal immigrant families, right? What did they put? They put a bill out that had no funding for the wall. They allotted funding for the wall in the Rio Grande, a place that's meaningless, and a place where they're not passing through and trafficking through. And hey, all my haters out there who's disliking shit, continue to dislike, all right? I'll never censor my dislikes or likes, all right? I don't feel like that's any of my subscribers. I know that's not my subscribers. So you know what, actually there are people that subscribe to me just to watch me and hate on me. There's another channel I go on to, and they know personal information about me that they have no dealings to talk or chat shit about, and I'm on another channel and I comment, and they get upset that I get the top like, or I get hearted by a comment creator and my likes all the way on top. So what do? They try to release some like private information that like y'all know on the channel and try to like make fun of me and shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about, like it means anything. That's creepy. I'm a small YouTuber. Thank you for those likes. You're helping fight this shit. There's evil out there. They're disliking this, whatever we're talking about. They obviously clearly haven't had the time. And wait till this goes out. This is a live stream. Y'all are watching right now. So someone came in, they disliked, they left. That's not one of my subscribers. I guarantee that.
What we're headed to right now is mass censorship. It's already happening in the United States. And they're going to come up with a whole new set of online laws. And
Talk a little louder.
You're actually going to start seeing people go to jail more for online crimes. Like, yo, first of all, when they start censoring this bullshit,
doing this in the UK.
There was another hint that came out in the subtitles. Like, yo, all the subliminal messages. When the alien...
All right, let's close this. It's probably too loud for me.
All right.
How do you do it? I'm sorry this is vertical, y'all. I tried to do it horizontal.
The alien crashed through the roof and said how do we regain control? You idiots! You gotta censor television. Censorship. So when you talk about censorship, I know a lot of people that when they saw that Simpsons episode didn't even catch on to what the hell was going on. But when you talk about censorship, you talk about a borderline between liberty and basically being in a fucking dictatorship. Because who's to say what's good for your eyes and your ears and
dislike and leave, dislike truth and leave. Bye.
And what's not
That's
good
fine.
for your eyes and ears? Who's to decide that? So when you start having people making decisions for what's good for you and what's not good for you, that becomes what? Something that's dictated.
And that's where they want to go. They're going towards socialism right now.
You didn't have the liberty. You didn't have the liberty to choose and say, you know what? This is not in good fashion. I don't want to watch this, or this is not the type of shit I want to listen to. I don't want to listen to this. Your liberty to do that has been snatched away.
And why would they want to do that? We're talking to a man that's been in the system. I've been through the system. I'll never say I was in the system because I spent no time, petty shit. But I spent enough time to where it woke me up. All right, it didn't wake my friends up for some reason. Going through this, being locked up like an animal for a petty 48 hours of your freedom lost, and you're not able to contact anybody, or you're not knowing numbers and shit when you're locked up. Like, you can't even remember your mom. Like, in the 90s growing up, you had a Rolodex of numbers in your head. We're so stupid nowadays, all right? Kids aren't being taught how to read maps. When we did a road trip growing up, we were taught how to read maps. They have swipe on Androids nowadays, so you kind of know the word and you kind of swipe over. But if you had to spell it out,
when you look at the overall picture of it, just like the wealth is kept in the hands of a few, so is the information and technology. So they dumb us down on purpose. But you notice anybody that scores a certain score on their SAT, or somebody that does something prolific at a young age, they get snatched up just like that to one of those Ivy League schools. Now, when you go back and do your research, when you look at these Ivy League schools, this is where you see these fucking cults and fucking secret societies originated from. So what's that? The Bone Society, the Skull and Bones. Yeah. So when you look at this type of bullshit, and when you talk about a fraternity. A fraternity is based on people at a young age building. Dominate that like button. People are coming here right now that are not my subscribers somehow, and they're disliking. A fraternity is based on networking. Fraternal order. It's almost like a gang. People. It's a brotherhood. These people, okay, so all right. I might be a lawyer. You might be a doctor. He might be a motherfucking judge. Who knows? The whole thing, lawyer and judge go hand in hand. But the whole thing is that when it comes down to it, these motherfuckers always got each other in their pocket. So when you talk about a hidden secret society like that, where these motherfuckers are control the wealth. Who's disliking this? They control the wealth. Like, yo, you can comment. Tell me why you're disliking this. If you don't want to watch it, you ain't got to watch it. These aren't my subscribers. I know my subscribers. You know what's so funny about people that dislike truth? Because we're speaking truth right now. Is that not only is it truth, but the funny part about it is that you'll sit there and dislike and be a critic, but at the end of the day, all of this information is in black and white. It's true. Don't take my word for it. You know what I always say? Don't take my word for it. Go get it for yourself. Yo, All of this information is in black and white. If you just study, if you study your history,
mod them out if you have to.
If you actually know anything,
I believe in free speech, but
if you know a little bit about history and the origin of this country, and
don't ban anybody. Let me know if you got to ban somebody, unless you absolutely have to.
The origin of this country and how the United States was actually founded.
Thank you.
When you look back into
the families,
exactly. When you look back into that history and you look at the families that were wealthy at that time, guess what? Those are the families that have ultimate control over this country. And so when you call this country the most powerful country in the world, that means the people that have control of this country have control of what?
The wealth, the power.
They have control of the whole world.
They have control.
They have control of the whole world. You call this the strongest country, the largest superpower in the world, okay? Then that means whoever has control of this country. So when you go back through your history and you find out, okay, these are the founders of this country. These are the people that were involved in business and infrastructure.
Yeah.
And when you start to look into those families and start to look at how they developed their wealth, and not only developed wealth in this country, but came here with wealth and ideas.
Going off that route, I would love to have you talk with my subscribers about how you feel about racism and the way the left is actually racist. They're pushing racism when it's not a thing. I don't know if you know this Jussie Smollett guy who said he was in Chicago. He's on the show Empire. He's a millionaire, right? So like open it up. So millionaires now go. Sorry, that's loud, y'all. Millionaires go out and they want to get Subway in Chicago, right? Chicago, 80% voted for Hillary Clinton because they are all brainwashed. The Democrats have controlled them, for like 40 years? What happens?
Wow, first of all,
every 12 minutes there's a shooting.
When you look at Hillary Clinton,
all right, the racism.
Whole nother subject.
The racism they're pushing, right? So Jussie Smollett, he's gay, he's black, perfect for the LGBTQ community because it's called identity politics. They run off of identity, right?
Fuck the racism. Look at Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, because it's not even fucking there, bro.
Fuck the racism. Look at Hillary Clinton as a person.
Do you deal with? When's the last time you dealt with racism?
First of all, I deal with it every day, almost. But at the end of the day,
we'll get into that.
At the end of the day, Hillary Clinton is an evil, demonic.
How you unliking your like? Please like. People are disliking this. Tell me why you're disliking it. Continue.
When you look at, first of all, let's look at the fact that Hillary Clinton married Bill Clinton for his last name. When you look at Hillary Clinton's maiden name, which is Rodham, and then you look at the Rodham family.
Mob ties.
So first of all, Hillary Clinton comes from a background that has been covered up. She's involved in all kinds of fucking overseas fucking illegal bullshit.
Bill Clinton.
The most treacherous bullshit that you could think of, imaginable to human beings. These are the people that are doing it.
Bill Clinton, Mena, Arkansas, trafficked cocaine. His brother said he had a nose like a Hoover. That motherfucker. Man, I love how 3 minutes ago I had like 8 likes. I love how I had 8 likes 3 minutes ago. I just went back down to 6 likes and now I'm at 6 dislikes, right? The whole history of my channel, I have never made a video besides a couple that I deleted because it was strategically good, because people swarm, and I didn't delete it because of you guys. You guys were liking it because you guys get the notifications. You guys watch it first. I already saw your comments and shit. Some of these people,
what are they talking about?
They only think in one sort of way. I made a video about because Alex Jones is the person that got me away. Is he perfect? No, he's not. Do I think anybody's controlling him? No, that's absolutely ridiculous. All right, they took him off of Apple, Spotify, PayPal. They completely took his money away, and he is the test bench for conservatives.
First of all, let's look at.
And he's not the only one.
Ron Paul.
He's not the only one.
Let's look at Ron Paul.
You like Ron Paul?
Ron Paul was so favorable.
I like Ron Paul.
Through the youth, I love Ron Paul.
I never talked with my brother like this.
You know what's so funny about Ron Paul is he actually puts it on the table and he talks about the Federal Reserve conspiracy openly.
George Soros.
He took well, that's a whole nother story with that fucking prick. But yeah, the head of the fucking feds
and his faggot ass son, Alex. You know his son hangs out with rappers and shit. Oh Lord, bro,
But he openly talks about what's going to happen. He talks about the debtors' prisons. He talks about the internment camps. He talks about the fucking caskets that are waiting for this big fucking bullshit to blow up.
All right, he brings them up. Why would they do caskets? Why would they not just incinerate us, or why would they not just put us into, cram us into, what are those things on the back of trucks, like those big, like people like buy them for houses and shit? Those
dump trucks.
No, the big square metal containers. Like, why would they not? And then just like drop us in the ocean. Like, the ocean ain't going nowhere. 75% of the earth, they would put us in the ocean. And there's actually been pictures about that. I don't know if that's true. The casket thing is strange. Why would they take the time to bury us? You know what I mean? Like, burn us or dump us off in the ocean on these huge barges.
Well, the thing is this is what happens.
Now I went down another like, so people are disliking.
This is what happens, and that's a great question that you asked, actually, Corey. Why caskets instead of just disposing of people?
Y'all are hating. We're on the way to a casino in a Beamer, smoking and drinking. Y'all hating.
Why use caskets?
I know my fam's here.
In a situation.
Exactly.
In a situation like that.
Is that practical?
No, it's not.
Have you heard about the guillotines?
It's not practical at all.
You've heard that, right?
At the end of the
government ordered guillotines. Why would they order guillotines?
But at the end of the day, you have to think about it. You can't just destroy humanity. Even when you talk about the so-called Holocaust and how that happened, you feel what I'm saying? They throughout that whole process, you notice that they always kept some type of infrastructure, some form of humanity. There's always rules against.
Some people think that didn't happen
because well, yeah, people.
I've never heard the argument. I don't know. I don't know that. My dad actually said that. My brother said that. My dad said it never happened. We're German. You know, my last name is Yadov. I'm like, my dad would never say that. Like, we learned that in school. Like, that happened. We learned it in school, right?
Well,
you know what?
I mean, well, there's strong.
And my point is that Trump is the catalyst that woke people up. I'm not particularly smart. I don't know everything. Y'all watch my videos. You guys like it. You guys resonate. I talk to you in the comments. And I have a group of like-minded people because on Facebook, people are pussy. They're afraid to say shit.
The thing that people
think I'm crazy.
Start taking from social media is this ability to connect like this, like from one, like we're in the car driving right now. The ability. We're having a discussion right now, and other people are. And
they don't like
tap in on that discussion. You might have somebody in Costa Rica or Japan.
My mod, Burlap Garden, that sweetheart. She's a loyal subscriber. She's the first person donated on my PayPal, along with one other person. She lives in Seattle. She's off grid. Yeah. She doesn't depend on the government. Nothing. She's got her own plants.
She can tap in. The point of me saying
Shut out,
that, though, the point of me saying that is that when you can network, when you have the power to network on such a
people are hating on me, disliking all my shit, whatever, dislike.
When you have the power to network at your fingertips on such a large scale like that, global access basically through the internet. A lot of people just use it for fucking memes and all these silly photos and shit. But when you actually look at the amount of power at your fingertips,
it's crazy.
And the ability that you have to network, if you really set your mind to it, you could choose a business that you're passionate about and literally start figuring out ways to network with people that are at different levels and different stages in that business.
2 weeks ago, I was typing what my company name was into AdSense as a business for my taxes because I'm going to get taxed on this channel. I have not made anything. That's not the reason for this channel. It's good. It's great. Thank you guys for watching ads. Some that do. I don't expect you to, all right? It's not about the money. I've told you all that. When you do monetize a channel, it does actually push it out because someone has to verify your content and your channel, and you have to have a certain amount of watch time. It's strange. I have 1,200 subscribers. I got 10 people watching. That's crazy. That's awesome. I love you guys.
One other thing
we're in Tampa right now.
One other thing I want to add.
It's my brother-in-law right here.
Is that throughout it all, and even on your mission, like I know a lot of people might say, hey Prof, you don't really talk about the stuff you used to talk about all the time. And the reason I don't talk about it all the time or do as much research anymore is because
it's pointless.
When you look at what happens, it starts to question your faith. It starts to question your faith in God.
Yeah, because why would God let this happen?
Exactly. It starts to question a whole lot of things.
That's my Trump. That's the reason. That's what I believe.
What it does exactly what it's set up to do. They give you the truth. They give you the truth and let you access it, and then guess what? They let you live in fear.
Exactly. That's what they want.
Waiting for that chaotic moment to happen.
Problem, reaction, solutions, school shooting, divide and conquer, racism, identity politics, PC culture.
When your eyes do get opened up, now you're living in fear. So now that zeroes you out. A scared person, a person in fear is no threat. You can control them very easily. You can look at the 48 laws of power. It talks about controlling through fear. You feel what I'm saying?
Thanks, y'all, for tuning in tonight. We're going down on the interstate. Last minute, he's like, let's go to the casino. I had a bad feeling about this. So if I pass away, y'all can reach me at Southpaw_Yaddoff, YADDOF on Twitter.
No negative.
I don't go into it. No negative energy, because God's got me. God's watching me. And all these people pray. We all pray. I tell them that I love God. All right. People on other channels that have the profile name Awaken to Truth, and it's got like the cross and like the God, like those type of channels, which I have no problem with. But when you start getting radical with me and you don't know me, but you watch my obviously you're either a subscriber or you watch my content enough, because I don't put it out there too much. People who know me and who are real with me know that, all right? Because I wasn't finna have nobody dox me for any sort of or any reason, and I'm not ashamed of who I am and the journey that. Look at that, that's crazy. I used to think God made these when I was a kid in California. I thought they were like roller coasters, and I used to have dreams and nightmares that we would go on them and they had no edges.
Cut the live.
All right, we're cutting the live off. I love y'all. More videos to come with him. This was just great conversation. I love y'all. Born a Hawkeye. PayPal.me/Yaddoff. That's yellow, alpha, delta, delta, Oscar, Frank. If you feel inclined to tip, I'm not asking for it. If you want to help me get a laptop, if you have a laptop, reach out to me. I think Cindy Hawkett, she wants me to, but the problem with that is I don't know you, Cindy. I've never met you face to face, so I don't. You might send me a perfectly good laptop, but that I don't know. That freaks me out, makes me paranoid. I've had freaking entities shut my devices off before after posting shit on YouTube. Wake up in the morning, phone does not work no more. This phone takes like 35 minutes to restart, and I feel like it almost didn't restart the other night. It took like an hour to restart. A little spinny thing. Android starting apps. Never had a phone like it, all right? This is a fast phone. It's quick. I don't know if they're uploading my shit every time I reset. I don't know. But I love y'all. Born a Hawkeye. Support the fam. I love every single one of y'all. Comment down below. You know I'm in the comments. I will have conversations with you. And scroll them ones who dislike. I don't hate you. I love you still. You'll get it one day. Peace out. Hey, say goodbye to fam.
Come on, man. Prophet Nasheed.
Hey, man. He took me out tonight. Bless the family. Bless my sister for helping me out. The amazing little God. They're little like God creatures running around. It's amazing. I feel like I'm finna do all right. Some big shit's finna happen. I love y'all. Spread this.